Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Katrina and I'd like to welcome you to this quick energizing flow that we'll go through today. So this is a perfect one if you're feeling a little bit sluggish or lazy and you want to just bring your energy levels up again. We'll start on all fours. So you can just bring your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll start to lift up through the sitting bones, open up through the chest, inhaling. And then as you exhale around the spine, draw your chin towards the chest, exhale. And again, inhale, dropping the chest low, lift the chin up, and exhale, round the spine. So as we find this first movement, we start to connect with the breath. Inhale as you open, make it deep. And exhale, round the spine. We'll do 2 more rounds. Try to make the movement big. Exhale. And final inhale, reach up through the chin and the sitting bones. Exhale around the spine, push the mat away. Good, then coming to a neutral spine, we're going to kick our right leg back up behind us. Inhale. As you exhale, we start to bend through the knee, open the hip and create a big circle with the knee, drawing it towards the right tricep. Then we inhale back again. Exhale, circle. Inhale, kick back. And exhale, big circle. Now we kick the right leg back. And we start to turn onto the left side, so the left hand and the left knee stay on the mat. We reach over with the right arm and the right hand and place the right foot onto the mat. So you can really plug that foot onto the mat. And breathe. Take an inhale here, slightly pushing the hips forward. Then as you exhale, you can lift the right foot off the mat and see if you can grab a hold of the left foot behind. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we lift the right foot off the mat. Start to bend that knee and see if you can grab a hold of the foot behind you. We then start to kick the right foot further back, finding an opening through the chest, in the right shoulder. Good. Inhale here. And then exhale, release the foot, release the hand, and we come back to center. Good. Both hands, both knees back on the mat. Beautiful. We then inhale, reaching the left leg back, far, long spine. And then as we exhale, open the hip, bend the knee, and start to make those circles. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, big circle. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, big circle. Now we kick the leg back, start to turn onto the right side. You can place the left foot on the mat, the left arm reaches over, coming into that side bend. Create a long line in the left side of the body, push the hips forward. Good. Inhale here. And then we start to lift the left foot off the mat, bend the knee, perhaps grabbing the foot behind you. Then we start to kick the foot away, opening through the left shoulder, the chest, and the left quad. Good. Inhale. And then exhale, release both hands, both knees back onto the mat. Well done. From here we tuck our toes under and start to lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. We take 3 breaths here. You can walk the knees out, finding length in the backs of the legs, creating a really long spine. Good. You can bend one knee at a time if you like, if that feels good in this first downward facing dog. And keep breathing. We take 1 more inhale and exhale. Then come onto the tiptoes as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. And then find your way to the top of the mat, whether it's a big step
or a hop, or a few steps. Finding a forward fold, we inhale, lengthen through the spine, look forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Then coming all the way up to standing, arms come overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We'll continue moving, going through a sun salutation A. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, fold over the legs once again. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, look forward. Then hands come onto the mat, step into a plank pose. You can either keep your knees lifted or bring them down. We lower onto the mat. Inhale into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Exhale down. We push back up, tuck the toes under, and downward facing dog. Well done. Take 3 breaths here again. Maybe feeling there's a little bit more space. The backs of the legs are ready. With our next inhale, we reach the right leg up behind us. And then as we exhale, we start to draw the knee towards the chest and step the foot forward. We bring the left knee down, reach forward through the chest, and exhale here. Inhale, reaching up through the arms. Beautiful. Finding space in the sides of the body, reach up and ground through the feet. Inhale here. And exhale, the hands come down. We bring our left hand on the mat and tuck the left toes under, lifting the back knee off the mat. Inhale, the right arm comes up. Inhale and exhale. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, the right hand comes back down. We root both feet down so that we can start to lift all the way up into a high lunge. Good. Keep sinking down through the hips, lifting up through the upper body, the arms, the hands, the fingertips. Take an inhale here. And then as we exhale, we bring both hands back down. And now we move the left knee, so the knee of the back leg, and bring it all the way behind the right ankle, and then sit down onto our sitting bones. The right hand can come behind us. We reach the left arm up as we inhale. And then exhale, cross it over the right knee. Twisting here. You can gaze towards the back of the mat. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale. And then exhale. Come back towards the top of the mat. Bring both hands down. Step into a plank pose. And we'll go through a vinyasa. You can do a chaturanga if you like, so keeping the knees lifted, or drop all the way onto the mat. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Full breaths here. Taking one more full breath. And exhale out. Well done. We then reach the left leg up in space as we inhale. And then exhale, move the knee forward, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down onto the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay here. Then we inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And drop a little bit deeper as you exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, the hands come down. We tuck the right toes under and keep the right hand rooted. Inhale, the left arm lifts. Twisting here. You can gaze up at the left fingertips. We inhale. And then bring the left hand down as you exhale, rooting both feet down onto the mat. We'll start to lift up into a high lunge. And then dropping down through the hips, pressing down through both feet. Inhale. then exhale, release the hands back down. Now the right knee steps forward behind the left ankle, and we sit down. Left hand behind you, reach the right arm up, inhaling, and exhale, cross it over the left knee. Good. Every inhale lengthens, and every exhale twists a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale. And exhale, release back to the top of the mat. Hands come down onto the mat. Step back into a plank. If you'd like to go through a vinyasa, you can. You can also skip it. We go into a chaturanga or all the way down onto the mat. Upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. Full breath here. We then continue moving. The right leg reaches up, back behind us. And then we start to bend the knee open through the hip. You can either stay here or then drop all the way over into a wild thing. We reach up through the hips. The right arm reaches over. Inhale. And then exhale. Start to find your way back forward. You can bring both hands down. Hug the right knee forward and then step it to the top of the mat. Well done. We turn the left heel behind us and we then lift all the way up into a warrior one. Exhale, drop a bit deeper. Inhale, reach up. And then as we exhale, we drop the hands behind us, interlace them behind the lower back. Inhale, lift up through the chest, opening through the shoulders. And exhale, coming into a humble warrior. So we reach the arms overhead. Finding an opening in the shoulders. Inhale here. And then exhale, come back up. Release the hands and open them into warrior two. We're gazing forward over the top fingers. Dropping a little bit deeper in through the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg. Reach forward, inhale, and then drop the hand down. Coming into Trikonasana. You can either rest your hand on the shin of the ankle, or if you like to hover it next to the leg, you can do that too. 2 more breaths here. Final inhale. And exhale, both hands come down onto the mat. We step back into a downward facing dog. Well done. Full breath here. And exhale out. We then reach the left leg back up behind us. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe starting to fall over towards the right. Lifting up through the hips, reach back through the left hand. Well done. Inhale. And exhale, start to make your way back towards the top of the mat. Hug the left knee forward, step it forward. The right heel now turns. And as we inhale, we lift up into a warrior one. Exhale, drop deeper. Take another inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Now we drop the arms down, hands come behind the lower back. We inhale, opening through the chest, lift up through the chin. And exhale, fold over into humble warrior. Take an inhale. And then come back up, exhale, open into warrior two, and drop a little bit deeper. Inhale here, and then we straighten the left leg, exhale. Inhale, reach forward, finding Trikonasana, drop the hand down, whether it's
on the ankle or on the mat or next to the foot. You can decide. You can gaze up if you have the mobility in the neck. Take an inhale. And exhale, the hands come down. You can bring both of them down onto the mat. Step into a down dog. Take one full breath here. Exhale out. You can then release your knees back onto the mat. We're going to keep the knees and the hips in line and only walk our hands forward towards the top corners of the mat, coming into a puppy pose or an anahatasana. So we release the chest towards the mat, creating space in the shoulders and the chest. You can either have your forehead resting on the mat, or then you can also gaze up and have your chin rest on the mat. Take one more full breath. And then start to walk your hands back in, coming onto all fours. Good. We then sit back down onto our heels. You can bring your hands to rest on top of the thighs, on your lap. And maybe close the eyes for a moment. Allow the breath to calm down if it's racing. And allow the heart rate to also slow down. You can feel your shoulders melting down. We create a long spine all the way from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Allow the face to relax. The arms and the hands are heavy and relaxed. As we come into stillness here, we keep breathing. But you can allow the breath to start to return to its natural rhythm, so no need to control it anymore. And just dropping into yourself, into your body here, tapping into any of the sensations that are there in your body. Just acknowledging how it's feeling after that sequence of movement. And then allowing it to sit in stillness for a moment. Take a few more breaths here in stillness, in silence. You can then bring your hands to heart center, expressing gratitude for your body, for yourself. For making yourself a priority through these kinds of practices where you come back to yourself. Take one inhale in deep through the nose. And then open mouth, exhale out. You can then open the eyes when you're ready. And gently bow your head towards the hands. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this practice. If you enjoyed this one, and if you'd like to see more practices from me and join me for more yoga, please subscribe to my channel. I also really appreciate all the likes and comments and would love to hear what you think of the flow under the video in the comments section. I wish you all a lovely day, and I hope to see you here next week as well. Thank you.